Even native speakers I have seen use this word incorrectly. So I think it's worthwhile that we look at it since not even native speakers usually use it correctly. And that is the word grandiose. Now, you might recognize the word grand, which means big. So if you say that something is grand, you're just saying that it's big. But if you say grandiose, that is something bad. That is negative. That means too big, which really means like crazy or exaggerated or something like that. Let's see. Let's practice how we. Let's see what the difference is. Blackberry Mountain Bee says, "Hey, Blackberry Mountain Bee, how are you doing today?" I just saw your comment in the chat. I don't know when you wrote it. Probably a long time ago. So let's practice the best way to use this word, grandiose, which is a bad big, like an exaggeration big. Here is a situation. Lucy is planning a vacation. Let's make a what kind of vacation Lucy planning question. What kind of? What kind of vacation? What kind of vacation is she planning? What kind of vacation is she planning? Now, if it's a long vacation and it costs a lot of money, a once-in-a-lifetime vacation, maybe we could call it a grand vacation. She is planning a grand vacation. Let's just say grand plans. She is making grand plans. Okay, that just means big plans, expensive plans, really great plans. That's a good kind of grand. Now, let's make a what kind of plans question again. So Lucy, what kind of plans Lucy making question? What kind of plans? What kind of plans? What kind of plans is she making? Okay. Now, let's say that when you heard about her plans, they sounded impossible. They sounded crazy, maybe even ridiculous. So big that it was ridiculous. Like you can't do that. Maybe you don't think she has enough money to pay for such a thing. Maybe she's planning a vacation to the moon. I guess you can almost do that these days, but it's still almost impossible. And even if it's possible, you would have to have quite a bit of money to do something like that. It doesn't sound realistic. Have you ever seen those round the world cruises that last for 1 year? That's pretty crazy. You know, it's kind of cool, but it's almost crazy. So instead of saying grand plans, we can say grandiose plans, which makes Lucy sound a bit crazy. Like, she can't do that. She's crazy. So she's making grandiose plans. She's making grandiose plans for her vacation. She probably won't be able to do that. That's too crazy. All right, let's try another situation using grandiose and comparing it with grand. Mark just became the president of the company. Now, let's make a what kind of vision Mark have for company question. What kind of vision does Mark? What kind of vision does he? What kind of vision does he? What kind of vision does he have? What kind of vision does he have for the company? What kind of vision does he have for the company? Now, imagine he's making really big plans, realistic plans that he can do, but they sound amazing. They plan to grow. They plan to expand. We can say he has a grand vision. He has a grand vision for the company. He has a grand vision for the company. Now, let's make a what kind of vision question again. What kind of vision? What kind of vision does he? What kind of vision does he have? What kind of vision does he have for the company? Now, let's say they sound very unrealistic, like he wants to be the #1 company in the world or the richest company in the world and destroy all of the competitors. It sounds just too crazy, too big, too unrealistic. This is when you want to use grandiose. So he's making he has a grandiose vision for the company. That sounds like he's crazy. That sounds unrealistic. It's bad. He has a grandiose vision for the company. Now, in the story, it says McAllister knocked and Charlie beckons to him. We've actually used that word beckon already. I have an exercise that we've already done with that in a different story. Beckon means come here, come to me. That's what beckon means. So, and gesture is like a movement, especially of the body. So when he has a beckoning gesture is like, come to me. But this is a grandiose beckoning gesture. So remember, grandiose is big and like weird or uncomfortable or bad or exaggerated. So that's kind of like, come, so that would be a grandiose beckoning gesture. All right, so let's see. So Charlie beckons him, and let's see. So yeah, you feel suspicious if somebody's grandiose. Come to me. That's like too much. It's over the top. Then so he says, "Hiya, sport," Charlie said genially. "Feeling lucky tonight," McAllister replied. Well, let me get rid of grandiose before I forget. So lucky, in fact, that I'd like to double the stakes, if it's okay with you. Now, stakes here means risk. Double the risk. Double the money. I feel so lucky I want to bet double my normal money. Double the... Okay, and he says, "Suits me, sport." So that's okay with me, Charlie answers, trying not to show his eagerness. He let me...